Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
Is Morbius, the first of the Villains of the Night box.
Phone that one in.
I love how Marvel kind of like branches off into this like classic horror vibe with these kinds of things, the monsters of the night.
Yeah, Morbius in this figure reminds me very much of a Scooby-Doo villain.
Oh my god, it totally is a Scooby-Doo villain. But does he come with an old man head to when they rip off his mask? Like, you meddling kids, I would have gotten away with it.
Well, yeah, that's where you take the head on the Silvermane and pop it on Morbius, and that's the unmasked villain. He's one of the few figures that does not come with a swappable head in this wave, strangely.
He comes with a swappable cape, because as he's posed in the package, his arms are like up in a boo kind of pose, and so the cape goes up like a bat. But if his arms are in any other pose, yeah, that cape looks like I'm Batman.
If you take off his ears or just kind of hide his ears, he looks like a Lost Boys vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this could be like Alex Winter or one of the other two nameless guys.
Oh, now I just need a legend scale saxophone.
You could use like Ares or something to be the sax man.
Oh, actually put him on Kraven the Hunter's body. There you go. You can even leave the vest on.
No, Morbius, classic Spider-Man villain, sometimes an anti-hero. I believe is a living vampire because it was back when the Comic Code Authority said no zombies, no vampires. So they came up with this guy who injected himself with a serum and then needed blood, but he primarily got it through transfusions, not biting. It's, you know.
That's like where True Blood came from.
Yeah. But I have long loved Morbius. I mean, I've read comics of his when he had his own solo title in the early 90s, and this figure does him right. I mean, we've got a standard male buck going on here with the abs and everything, but when you add that Alice Cooper collar, it really, with all black, I love it.
And his little half cape. I mean, who wears a waist-length cape?
Well, he's a vampire. No, I do appreciate the two different versions of the cape. It's kind of a neat thing to do. Gives him a little bit of dynamic posing options there. You know what's a bummer on mine is his left arm will not allow me to put it down. So he's constantly stuck in the boo pose on that arm.
Oh, bummer.
I'm afraid to break it, like with, so many 3 3/4 inch red She-Hulks that I've experienced.
His arms do not go down to his sides, though. Even mine, it's like...
Look at his wings. I'm sorry.
That's why I said that game's silly if you don't have the arms up.
Hey, with the arms up, it's silly. I don't know where you without the arms up. It's no. Every once in a while, there's these characters that completely make you step out of the Marvel universe, and this is one of them.
No, I think he fits very well. I mean, keep in mind, this is the same universe that has Blade.
Again, yeah, see?
And Blade was hunting Dracula. I'd love them to make it too. I just need to get that old Toy Biz box set with Dracula and all of those horror villains. But this guy, I love his facial expression, his mascara and red eyes, his open mouth. I mean, this guy just, the detail on him with the fingers and the mouth, he's like a tiny statue in terms of accuracy.
Yeah, and he's, they've done Morbius in the past before, and this is a little bit more updated and friendly looking version. Like, they've done one that was just hard to look at in the past. But yeah, for a basic figure, using parts that they've had before and adding a little bit here and there, the cape and the huge collar, hey, good job. You've got another character out there without a whole lot of effort. And I would like to report that Silvermane's head does fit very nicely on Morbius's body.
But I didn't think of him as necessarily fitting the box description as always hunting Spider-Man, as, sometimes he's just in a bloodthirst craze, and sometimes he's semi-heroic. So to partner him with classic Spider-Man villain Jack O'Lantern, it's obviously they're stretching. They're like, here's the figures we're going to make. Marketers, pair them up.
This is like Green Goblin's like origin story for like his dad or something, and
That's very funny because he came about after they killed Green Goblin. They came up with Jack O'Lantern, who was kind of doing the same motif. Instead of pumpkin bombs, he was Pumpkinhead, and he actually used pumpkin bombs, and then later on he became Hobgoblin. So yeah, you're not off.
But you know what? You can see what I mean is like the origin story, and this is what he was before they had all the technology. I will say props though, really good translucent flames, I guess those are, or pumpkin guts flying up the back of his head.
Oh yeah, this is an incredible head sculpt. I'm really digging this. The paint on it really makes it feel like a pumpkin from the outside. The inside of his mouth looks like it's lit up.
I love the translucent flames coming out of his eyes, though it reminds me of General Grievous, that episode 3 figure of his imploding.
The Cheeto Greedo.
Yeah, Cheeto.
That's funny. And yeah, he comes with a couple different accessories. He comes with, looks like probably a reused pumpkin bomb.
Yeah, but it's translucent this time.
I know, it's awesome.
He has a big scythe that's kind of cool looking. I like it because it's so big and thick. It reminds me of a He-Man weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it would be very cut effective. More of a blunt instrument.
Well, you'd have to get the person, hold still for a second. I got to get this, sliced across you. I know it's got a weird angle. Just hold still.
Then he comes with an awesome half-translucent broom, flame broom, that you can pose him.
It's going to sweep your porch?
He's going to ride it like a witch.
Oh, I see.
Now, when I was taking pictures of this figure, this body kept making me think, I've seen this buck before, but it seems so unique to this character that it can't be true. Then it finally hit me. This is the body they used for the ghost figure, the translucent figure from that SDCC set a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew it had to be a reused buck because, they don't make
the ball-hinged hips.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the ratcheting waist or abs.
Yeah, so I had to look it up, and sure enough, it's the exact same buck. What they did is they added a new belt for him. This belt may be his own.
So the shoulder straps and pouches are all the same?
Yep, the shoulder straps, the legs, all of it.
The boots?
The boots as well.
Huh.
Pretty impressive.
It is, but that does explain why when I think of Jack O'Lantern from, the 80s comics, he wasn't wearing this outfit, and I know that there have been other Jack O'Lanterns with various outfits in more modern times, but this outfit just seemed a little subtle for such a big flaming head.
Well, it's a nice use of this skinnier body, because if you really want that pumpkin head, the jack-o'-lantern head, to seem bigger on a body, this is the way to go. And his hands actually, are some of that weirder articulation where there's no wrist articulation. It goes up to his glove and just kind of twists.
Yeah, definitely an older school of articulation. But, man, the weathering on the pumpkin head, the translucent effects.
I'm telling you, between the Ghost Rider that we had a few waves ago and this, they've really upped their game on the translucent effects, I think.
I'd like to think we had something to do with that.
Absolutely. But no, it really seems that they look more than just like globs of color. Like there's actually like variations in the color now, and it's just it's doing so good anymore.
Now, I will say this is one of the figures that I often see still swinging on the pegs, and I want to tell our listeners, if this is a figure that you've skipped just because, I don't know, you're out there only looking for the more popular ones, you might want to reconsider and pick this one up. I'm very impressed with this figure.
Yeah, I agree. And I wish the articulation was better, but it's a great figure.
And having said that, Arnie, it's not horrible articulation either. It's not like, he has double hinged elbows. He's got swivel biceps. He's got an ab crunch, double hinged knees, rocker ankles. There's plenty of it there. It's just, it is limited in other areas like his hands and maybe his feet, but that might just be mine having a little bit of a issue with not being unlocked yet.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.